Hello, my name is Steve Bigelow with the Candlestick Forum. We're in the summer doldrums. As we can see in the Dow, there is absolutely no direction. That's also illustrated in the transportation index, and it was pretty much in the S&P 500. However, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ have shown support on the T-line and continued up. Doesn't tell us there's any great upside potential in the markets, but at least it's not selling off. Now, what that does for us is there's lots of charts out there. Now, let's say it the other way. There's not a lot of charts out there that look real attractive. However, when we find things that are like a breakout situation, as we found in BTBT, that implies there's going to be more upside. So there are still good trades going on in this market. Now, today it closed up here with the earnings coming out tomorrow morning. Now, notice how far away it is from the T-line. It closed up here at the around the $16 level after coming from the $4 level. So it's basically quadrupled. But here's the warning. The expectation is that maybe there's great earnings, but see how far away you are from the T-line. Our advice today in the chat room was close out half the position, because even if they're good earnings, they might not be as good as everybody wanted them. And that's even with good earnings, they'll sell off because it's traded up in anticipation of it. So this is why the indicators using human nature, candlestick signal patterns, and indicators allow you to kind of anticipate when it's time to start taking some profits. So if the market is kind of wishy-washy, which it has been here for the last few weeks, and that's a function of the markets being kind of ignored right now with people getting out in the sunshine, which they couldn't do last year. So there's probably not a whole lot of aggressive trading going on during the summer doldrums. But what improves the probabilities for investors is if you can recognize patterns, even if the market isn't doing anything with any great resiliency, at least the patterns give you better probabilities of being in the right place at the right time, or at least moving in the right direction. The fry pan bottom in UPST came up through the 50, kind of did a bobble breakout. If this starts trading positive, breaking through this level, there's lots of running room up here. Same scenario on our recommendation today on CVM. You can see the fry pan bottom setting up. Now remember, a fry pan bottom has nothing to do with what the general market is doing. As long as the general market isn't falling out of bed, that tells you there's a buildup of investor sentiment. And what we have as far as the visual capabilities from candlestick charts is if we can see a pattern setting up and we can see the magnitude of the move is substantial, we're basically using the pattern to put us in situations where the upside potential is much greater and much better probabilities that it could be moving in that direction. So what we do is we look for the strongest signals. FLXN did a kicker type signal. Remember what started the BTBT trade. The kicker signal is your strongest individual candlestick signal, especially in market conditions where you've got strong signals, but they fizzle, or strong sell signals and they fizzle. You definitely want to be in trade setups where there's a high probability trade. LMND today did a bearish kicker signal. Wave 1, wave 2, start of wave 3 makes for a good short position. So right now, with the market kind of in an uptrend, want to see if the NASDAQ can break through this little resistance level. But this at least allows us to take advantage of the patterns that are working, both long and short. So with that, good trading. I say good trading. If you don't want to trade this market, it's a good time to take a vacation like everybody else. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.